Hi, welcome back to Comic Book Gallery. I'm your host, Joaquin. Sorry, I got a little tongue tied there. And today is New Comic Book Day. So if you give me a second, you know the drill, people. Gotta walk on my stage. So, how we doing? Should be a good day. It's New Comic Book Day. And normally I would say that'd be a good day for me until I looked inside this cover. Now, I was looking forward to reading Juggernaut. I was like, oh, cool. Cover looks nice. Get a look at that. Until I opened up and saw this. Oh, this just ruined my day. I don't even know what to say. I paid $5 for this book, $4.99, and this is the artwork I get. I don't even want to read the book now. It's just something that it's just going to be part of my collection. It's sad because I do like the Juggernaut, and I'm always interested to see what kind of stories they put him in and what they can do with him and the writing. But not this time. And this is supposed to be your black label, and that's what you give me for $5. That kind of artwork. So I'm not going to blast who the artist is, but I'm just going to blast his or her work. So let's just move on, because that was just a total letdown. But from this point on, it's going to be nothing but goodness. Yay! And speaking of goodness, we got the Green Goblin. So this week was a short week as far as like picking up books. So we got, I want to say this is number 8. Yeah, I think this is number 8. I watched a couple of other people's videos today as I was getting my books and getting ready, and they were commenting that the mask looks cartoonish or the face looks cartoonish, but I thought the original Green Goblin kind of looked like this, so I'm okay with that. But overall, very happy. I could have picked up 2 copies of this. They had 2, only 2 at the store, but I decided to leave 1 for someone else. And the second book I bought today the third was Return of Wolverine. Hadn't had a chance to read this, so hopefully this will be good. Looking forward to this. Always been a big Wolverine fan. Love the character. And that's it as far as like for this week what I bought. So it was like 3 books that are new. So they did not have the What If Thor. So I was very disappointed in that. And he said they wouldn't be getting it till like next week because of some back order issue, or they sent them the wrong books. So I'll be in California next week, and I'll be in Ontario. And so I'll have a different little place where I'm recording, so you'll see that. But on the videos that you'll be seeing for at least a month, give or take, will still show me here at PFC Games in Edmonds, Washington. So if you know some background, just letting you know. Going to be in Cali. Don't want to winter up here in Seattle. So I haven't had a chance to read this, but I picked it up. What If Flash Thompson became Spider-Man? I've always been a big What If fan, so I'm glad that they jump-started or re-brought the series back. So hopefully this is good. If you've read this book, leave a comment below. If you used to read What If stories, and if are you still reading the new current line, storylines that they're doing right now. This is number 7, I want to say. So on this variant, I passed up on this last week, and since it was still there, I thought I'd grab it so I can read the issue, so I can lead up to number 8, I want to say. So overall, and I didn't pick up Justice League last week because of all the other books that I had picked up. But like been telling you, or my subscribers, is you keep to a budget, and you can wait a week or 2, 3 weeks, whatever, and you can go back and pick up these other stories or other books that you want to get, because the odds are they're still going to be there. But this is only a week old, but it was still there. This is Justice League with the foil cover. And the last books I was able to pick up is The Walking Dead issue 2. So the reason why I have 2 of these, I'm getting ready. Well, it's going to be a while, but I'm hopefully with your help. When I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a lot of books. And so far, to kick it off, I'm going to be giving away The Walking Dead issue number 2. So whoever wins the book, when I draw your name out, I'm going to, for the sake of the channel, I'm going to open up the book and see which one see which one you got. And for the second winner, I'm going to do the same. And I'm going to start picking up some other books to raffle off too. So my goal is anywhere between 5 and 10 items for when I hit 100 subscribers. So just letting you know that I'm going to start putting side books, and I'll be featuring books or trade paperbacks or just whatever is comic book related. For those of you who watch my show on the weekend and are more into Magic the Gathering, I will also be, when I hit 100 subscribers, be giving away some packs and maybe some fat packs, or just, I don't know, I have to figure out then maybe some cards that you can only get if you played Friday Night Magic. So as I'm building up, I'm going to build up a collection for both. So if you're into comic books, I'll be giving that away probably on New Comic Book Day. I haven't figured that out yet. Once I hit 100 subscribers, and then on the weekend it will be Magic the Gathering and other trading card games, as well as RPG games like Dungeons and Dragons or Shadowrun, or maybe a few other things I'm able to pick up. So I'm just working out the details, and I'm working them out here on camera. You're like, thanks, Joaquin. Just get back to the comic books. So these 2 giveaway. Also, I picked up the previews, people. I know I made a video of why you should be picking up previews, but I picked one up, and I haven't really had a chance to go through it. But I'm looking forward to doing that, and give me some read while I'm driving to Southern California, and so I'm not going to attempt to do that 19-20 hour drive. I'm too old for that. So I'm going to drive until I get to around Sacramento, which is about 11-hour drive. And when I get there, I'm going to get a good night's sleep, because then I'm going to have most likely another 11-hour drive, 9 to 11, depending on traffic, to get to Ontario. So I'll have this to look and some other things. I'm also going to be bringing some key issues with me while I'm there to have graded. So while I'm there, I'm going to have some books graded that I talked about that I wanted to have graded. And for those of you who, another reason why you should buy the previews, because this is a DC previews, it gives you a little forecast of what's going on in the next 2 months. So apparently Young Justice and Naomi #1, they're highlighting that. So there's a little sample of that. And I looked through this. I just started looking through the beginning real quick just to see if there's something I could show you guys I thought was cool. So Fantastic Four, look at this cover right here. You know, in 2 months, #6, Doctor Doom, which means they're going to have variants, which means you should be pre-ordering this book with your local gaming store and asking them if they're going to be able to get that variant. And because you have a pull box with them, maybe they can put it aside for you. And right here is #6 is the thing. So maybe this is the variant, or maybe this is the variant. Oh, this is cover A, and I guess this is going to be cover B. So, okay, cool. So that's just a heads up, people. Just letting you know. This is why you buy previews, to get some more information. And the more information you can get about a subject, especially like comic books, the better off you'll be when making a decision to purchase the books at the price that you want to get them. Excuse me. I also, oh no, I'll tell you what I also did. I also forgot my notes for these books. So, excuse me one moment. Be right back. How unprofessional. Sorry about that. But couldn't remember all this information offhand. So I buy a lot of books off of eBay, and I've had mostly good experiences with them. And I've had a couple of horror stories, which I plan to talk about once I'm in Ontario, because those are some of the book is one of the books I'm going to be bringing to talk about my major horror story about collecting comic books and getting used to eBay and learning out about shell bidders. Yeah, a lot of fun, people. But back to this cover. So I missed the Matina cover. So this is Deathstroke 36. Matina. Oh, it's so good, people. If you got this at cover price, that is nice. If you were able to get 2 copies of this, that's even better. So you have Deathstroke, you have the Joker, you have Two-Face. I want to say that's Solomon Grundy. You have Riddler, you have Scarecrow, and I cannot forget Mr. Ventriloquist, I think. I always forget his name. So that's who you have back here. Yeah, I'll give you another close-up of this because it deserves that. So when it comes to variants, I always tell people wait a month or 2 for it to die down. But I really did want this. So I paid $15.50 for this, and I bought 2 other books from this seller too. So I paid a total of $26.99 with shipping. So for this one, I paid $15.50. This is why I had to go and get my notes because it's currently selling anywhere from, on the low end, it's around $10 to $11 to up to $15 to $18. So while I didn't get this at the cheapest price, I still got it at a price that I was willing to pay. I really wanted this book, so paying $15 for it, that's okay for me. I want to hold this for my collection, so even if it goes down in value, even if it drops down to just cover price, I'm not going to care because I wanted to get this book and not wait because I might forget about it and then, I'll never see this cover again. Unless I somehow stumble upon it and then remember to go get it. So the next book that this person had for auction, was The Incredible Hulk 418. I got this book for $1. Yeah, that's what I was like, yeah. So I thought I'd show this because lost in thought there, but the cover is cool. What they were able to do with it. So it's an open up cover. And it's also the first appearance of Talos. That's what I had to look up. I forgot the reason why I picked it up to begin with. And here goes. You can see all that. And the back cover. And it has to deal with Mephisto's making a deal with her about having a perfect wedding day. And was there any... No, I think that was it. Okay. But what I don't like is the way that they designed, that was what I wanted to show, how it falls just short right here, exposing all of this. I didn't like that. I don't know why they just couldn't have stretched it out. And at first I thought maybe the book had rolled over or something, like the cover, there was spine damage or anything. But that's not the case. That's just the way the book is. So this is the first appearance. There was some hype about this book about a month ago, I want to say. And it's currently selling, and I just looked this up today on eBay, anywhere between $8 and $12, because there is some hype about that character. But I got it for 99 cents because nobody's really looking for it. The hype has died down. And for that particular day that I was able to bid with the same seller, I got this for a great deal. I got this for $1. So I can't complain. And with shipping, I think shipping was like $6.50 because it was sent priority mail. And the person did a really good job. And the last book you can see right here is Avengers number 346. So this person's description of it was a near mint. And give you a good chance to look that over for yourself. I like the cover. A couple little dings here, but you get this pressed out. I don't know how relevant this book is going to be because I purchased this book for $10. Now, I remember when the hype first dropped on this book was selling from anywhere between $20 and $30. And I remember messaging somebody who had a best offer, and I offered like 15, and they rejected it. And I think the book ended up selling for like 16 or 17 because I just was curious on the auction to see how high it would go. So I looked up the price on 346, which is the first appearance of Star Force, which is relevant to the Captain Marvel movie that's coming out. This is currently going for 15, $10 to $15. No, I'm sorry, $8 to $12. That's what this book is going for. So while I was able to purchase it at 10, for those people who purchased it at 20 or 25, I don't want to say you overpaid in the sense of you picked up a book that was hot and has potential to have some growth. But what I wanted, the point of making this, of showing these books that I just bought was to show you a book that most likely is not going to go up in value that much, if at all. To that I slightly overpaid on, that if I wait another month or so, I could get it for under $10 with shipping. To a book that I waited till the hype died down and picked it up at 10. So when the movie drops, depending on how well the movie goes, which it should go pretty well, if you were going to use this book to flip, let's just use my example. I bought this book in for $10. I bought 3 books, so we'll say $2.25 for shipping. So I paid $12.50. The movie hits, let's just say it's going to be a big hit, which it should be. On that day, I would be listing this, or the day before, at most likely seeing what the market shows, but I'm thinking the market's going to have this book jump up to 30 or 50. So I would probably try to put it at somewhat of a low end of between 35 or maybe 40 by it now, but starting it at 30 for a listing, for a 7-day listing, and let it go from there. But even if you were to do that, let's just say you own this book and you bought it for cover, right? How long did it take for this book to hit this value and for you to be able to sell it? Let's just say you found this book in a dollar bin before the announcement was made or during the announcement that was made. When you're trying to flip books, and my channel is not even about that, but I'm just trying to show people that if you're going to be flipping books, you better have a big bankroll behind, because it's not about, hey, I got this book for $1 and I sold it for 25 on eBay, so after fees and everything, I netted 20. It's about, hey, I had the bankroll to have 10, 20, $30, 30 books of this, and I was able to flip. And then you're hoping that all the books that you buy, that people buy them at that price and you sell out. So there's a lot of risk. So for me, I'm just collecting a book that's cheaper right now, and it should see a bump. And here's the other thing, people. After the movie's died down, this book will drop in price. After the second one hits, this book will see a little bump depending on how popular those characters are. And they will most likely do a third of her. This is not a long-term hold, is what I'm trying to say. So I figure this video has gone on for more than 10, 15 minutes. I'm hoping this is not 20. But if you stayed this long, I want to say thank you, and I've hoped you learned a lot. If you're new to the channel, hello. Hit the like button and leave a comment below about any of the things that I talked about, where it's, are you okay with paying, double, triple for a variant that that's not going to go up in value, but you enjoy it? Do you believe that Avengers 346 is going to be a long-term hold? And Also, sorry, do you agree with me on the Juggernaut? Because that art I thought was atrocious, and I'm using that from Key Comic Market Watch. I was watching his video today. What's up, brother? Um, he was talking about the Aquaman cover variant, which I agreed. He said that cover was bad, and I remember looking at that, and I passed on that. Then he was making a joke that it went even further, that not only were the variants still there, but the issue itself was still there, the majority of them. So I'm going to leave on that note, giving a little shout out. And since I'm giving some shout outs, I'll also say this morning I was watching Jim Mint Collectibles, and he's doing a series, or his episode was about the Red Goblin. So he showed us the Omnibus, and I like that series. So he gave a breakdown and his opinions of what he thought of the artwork and the character overall. So that was a nice video that I watched as I was driving back up here to make this video. So that's all, people. I hope you enjoyed this show, and now you know I'm gonna start giving away stuff at issue when I get to 100 subscribers. If you could share this on any social media platform that you use, or talk to your friends, what I'm saying is just help a brother out, please. And that'll do it. I hope you have a good week. And for those of you who are interested in my drawing video, I'm going to be doing another one on Thursday, another Sketchbook Thursday, and Magic the Gathering content over the weekend. All right, people. Take care. Have a good week. Oh, and hopefully I put that where you could see it, because I know if I don't tilt these books up, there's the glare. All right, take care.